What's up guys, DRJ here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a fraps test. So basically I've been having some issues with my fraps and I decided to load in and do a fraps test. The whole goal of this was to basically just stay alive for as long as possible. I've been getting some issues that unfortunately the new headphones are probably causing. Fucking computers just eat balls. So now what happens whenever Fraps makes a new file, which it does every 3 minutes, I'm getting like 2 to 3 seconds of lag. And wasn't getting that before, so the only thing that changed was the headphones. So because I wanted to stay alive as long as possible, then I decided to run as a sniper. I did briefly play as one for about, I don't know, 10 seconds, like the first day of the beta, and then so whatever, fuck it, just to, you know, oh that's nice, there's only one shot. Just to sort of feel what the weapons are like. And haven't played it since then. So what you're seeing is basically the result of, like I said, me running a fraps test. It's a little bit more, or maybe a lot bit more, defensive obviously than I usually play. But like I said, the goal is to just basically stay alive. I don't think I did necessarily extraordinarily well, but it's kind of disgusting how easy it is to do so well with snipers in this game and how powerful they are as semi-automatic weapons. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, that guy would have just blown me away. He's just laying there prone. Any other thing, you know, any other class would have just walked by that train, you would have been obliterated instantly. Because some of you guys may or may not know, I don't think sub boxes have been working again on YouTube. Either that or the majority of my subscribers have stopped watching videos suddenly 2 days ago. But I did cancel my pre-order for this game. It was basically last night. I was playing around once again, trying to mess around with fraps, and couldn't figure out what the issue was last night. And like I said, dialed it in today, where I figured out it's probably the headphones. But it just there was just so much garbage and bullshit happening last night that anyway, I finally just said fuck it, and I'm just simply not interested in it anymore. So I really hope that I'm going to be somehow famously eating my words that Battlefield 3 is the biggest crock of shit. I really hope that's the case, but unfortunately I highly doubt that it will be. So we'll see what happens. So I'll go to the game real quick. God forbid. Trying to put down a radio beacon right now, and I just try again. It's not working. I'm assuming what happens, it doesn't really say anything. God, that's just nasty. I'm assuming what happens, those are all one-shot kills. I mean, there's just no chance. You'd have zero chance. I'm assuming the deal is that you only have one down at a time, and in order to put down another one you have to pick up your old one, and there's no fucking way I'm running back to pick that up. So I'm really confused as to this whole element. I don't know why it's forcing you to pick up the old one to put down a new one. I can understand only having one down at a time, but it seems like if you put down a new one, it would just replace the other one. I mean, am I crazy for thinking that? I don't know. Real quick before I forget, that suppression assist that I got there. Not really sure how that guy didn't take any hit regs for getting 3 to the chest, but I digress. Oh, that was delicious. Could have been delicious. So, wish I'd been looking over there earlier. I mean, I basically got both sides of their, I don't know, exits just blocked the fuck down. They can't come out that side, and every time that they go try to sit at the bottom of the stairwell to camp those assholes trying to take the flag, I mean, I dropped them over there too. So this is apparently an amazing spot. I don't know, I've never sniped before, so I don't know if this is a common spot or I just got lucky. I believe that those boxes... Once again, that's just so bizarre. I believe the boxes can be shot off, so nobody's shooting at me. If they did, they'd probably just be scattering. Look at this. Well, that is just so much fun. Oh, killing people and there's nothing they can do about it. Let's see here. So back to the suppression thing. I think the suppression thing, not that it's necessarily a bad feature in game, but I think in combination, there's one hit quitter. And really, are you going to try to stick... Yeah, that's what you get for sticking your head back out and putting too many X's in your name. The suppression thing, basically, I like the idea of it. I just think that in general, having health go down as quickly as it does, and to me, when I'm being suppressed, my gut instinct or my first reaction is thinking that, you know, my health is essentially... I'm losing health or something like that. But in reality, I'm not losing any health. I just... Oh, yeah. Gotta love the semi-auto. Your whole team's gonna die. But in reality, I'm not losing health. I'm... Like I said, I'm just being suppressed. There goes their entire team. So yeah, I don't know. I heard that they did put in a low health indicator warning. Will be in the final. But I think actually having a combination is just so nasty. I think having the combination of, you know, suppressifier and a low health warning are going to be kind of confusing. I don't know. The suppressifier thing is an interesting concept. But like I said, it seems to be interfering more with the, to me, the flow of the gameplay. Although it's really hard to say. Maybe if, you know, there were, you know, the damage was decreased and, you know, they had reliable netcode and consistently hitting, and or feel like you can consistently hit something and you couldn't peek around the corner and die instantaneously, or when you, God forbid, you make it around the corner and still die, apparently several seconds later. I mean, it's even worse. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I really hope that I end up eating my, you know, eating my last words as far as Battlefield being garbage. Pretty surprised that he was sitting up there in the stairs for that long in that position and not dying. But had to die sometime. Definitely play sniper. I'm sure there's snipers that are running. What am I, like 18-1 right now? 18 or 19-1. I'm sure there are snipers out there running around with 10-0 KDs, no problem. Probably not going to have the greatest amount of points, but you could have a monstrous KD doing this. This is just absurd. What was I going to say? Oh, so I put out that video the other day showing my shotgun missing that guy 3 times at, you know, arguably prime range, you know, sort of somewhere in between close and medium, and, you know, my crosshairs were right on his chest. They were perfect. I mean, it was, you know, it was, you can't have better aim, and you couldn't ask for a better range. And yeah, not a single shot hit, not a single shot registered. I don't really know. It looks like maybe they went to either side of him, but I think in that same match I had, I think I had a guy 4 or 5 times repeatedly kill me who was, had that dead body glitch, and I could not kill him. I don't think that he could be shot. I ran in and stumbled on his back a few times and put an entire clip into what I thought was him, but it looked like it was maybe hitting the ground. I couldn't kill him. Also, it was either the same round, or maybe it was the next round, that I actually found a guy who... This has happened on multiple occasions. It was so frustrating as it was happening so quickly right after the ground guy had killed me. But what had happened is I'd run into a guy essentially with immortality. And I've spawned before with unlimited ammo, you know, things like that have happened. So I know that shit like that's not out of the question, and like I said, I've actually seen the immortality stuff a few times. What appears to be happening is like their tags completely disappear, and you can't tell if they're friendly or foe. And a common issue in this game is that the tags don't always appear when you look at somebody, so it's hard to tell who's friendly and who's foe regardless. But I think every time I've seen the immortality glitch, they've been the tags will just, they refuse to appear. And what's funny is every time it's happened, maybe something's glitching on his screen too, but every time it's happened, I've been able to put 2 or 3 full clips into the guy and not die. And they just keep running right by me, so it might be an issue with my, you know, maybe that person doesn't see tags either. It's really hard to say, but wow, that's nasty. But the whole point of the story is, like I said, the immortality, unlimited ammo. There's so many bugs, so many glitches. Like I said, I put out that other video, and it's funny. I sarcastically put up a few comments saying that, you know, it's only the beta. This stuff will be fixed in the final release. And I'm still getting people sending me messages on YouTube, or, you know, responding on Twitter or whatever. Just, I'm hearing it from all over the place that, you know, that it is still a beta, and I need to be patient, and that this is an older build than what they're going to be releasing in the final game. And man, I just want to like cry every time I hear this, because the reality of it is, I mean, it's a given that this is going to be, every beta, every demo are going to be older releases than what the final is. Like, it's just somebody telling you that this is an older release and to expect changes come the final version. It's just a marketing ploy. It's a given that all, like I said, it's a given that all betas, demos, etc. are older versions. So I don't, to me that doesn't mean jack shit. It's like I said, it's no different from, say, marketing this game towards 64 people, but designing it for essentially 12. This game, as I explained to somebody on YouTube today, in my entire experience of gaming, from the time I've born to the time that I've recorded this video, regardless of the game, regardless of the stage it was in, alpha, beta, demo, full version, I have never, ever played a game with this many bugs and glitches. I have never before seen a game that approached anything on this scale of bugs and glitches. It's just, I can't believe that, that guy actually took, what, 4 rounds? Well, 3 rounds, one that didn't register. It kills me that, like I said, that this game, there's no way that like I said, believe me, I would love to eat these words, but I cannot remotely fathom a system that is going to fix this many bugs and glitches when it's allowed them to happen in the first place. And if all it was bugs and glitches, I think I'd be a little bit more hopeful that something could happen. But like I said, many of them are core mechanic fundamentals changes that just, you know, like I said, many of them were there actually in Bad Company 2, and many of them are there now. I don't even know where to begin to start talking about them. At this point, I feel like I've seen so many issues with this game so frequently and at so many different times that it just seems like, you know, it feels like you're beating a dead horse to start pointing out issue after issue after issue, because it's a given that they're there and they're atrocious and it's disgusting, and every day it seems like somebody's pointing out something new. And it sounds like console users have a variety of issues that PC users don't necessarily see, and vice versa. And balancing this game for essentially three separate platforms, to me seems like an insurmountable challenge. I just do not see that happening anytime soon. Wish I'd run over here earlier. Did get a hit reg somewhere in those bushes. So many explosions. Yeah, like I said, it's very, very sad. To me, I think like the biggest issue with this game still, out of absolutely everything, is still just the netcode and the inconsistent hit regs, the inconsistent being shot, and it's just, you know, ultimately it's a culmination of everything that makes a game like this absolutely infuriating to play. You know, what I'm doing right now, any of these kills that I've grabbed on these guys, you know, a guy walking in the front door being sniped in a position where I'm at, you would never have any fucking chance of doing anything about that, especially when my sniper is fully capable of one-shotting you, and it's a semi-auto. I mean, this is why people are hip-firing these, like, friggin' automatics. Made the mistake here of not looking over far enough. Got a little too greedy there. Knew there was somebody firing. Should have looked over. It's yeah. I don't know where to begin. The combination of, you know, the cover is just so goofy to me. The bushes. You know, a few nights ago I was playing and I knew there was somebody in the bushes because I was trying to run and I couldn't move, and I believe I was stomping into the guy's head. And instead of just spraying at my feet, which is what I would normally do, I was like, you know, fuck it. I'm not going to shoot until I can see this guy, and I just couldn't find the guy. And then I got the kill cam and I couldn't even see the guy in the kill cam. So, I mean, I have no idea where that guy went to, but it's just, you know, people are constantly warping and bending and melding into the ground and the terrain and part of the rocks, you know, I mean, clipping all over the place. That was quite the spectacle. I thought what I was doing was bad. This guy, where is he at? He's actually, oh, he's negative KD. Was he 18 and 20 or something? He's laying on a random hallway somewhere, prone, with a shotgun in the hopes that somebody runs up close enough that he can shotgun them. Yeah, wow. Like I said, I thought I was bad. I mean, I thought going sniping, you know, was bad enough, but the thought of going prone in stairwells with the shotgun never crossed my mind. Bad time for you to reload, swap guns, whatever it was you were doing. Figure I'll clear this place out. Oh my god, definitely not standing on that edge. Actually, it was funny. I was hoping to get a fuck ton of kills, but I think you could probably get an amazing amount of kills up here sometimes. But I just couldn't find a whole bunch of dudes to shoot, which was a little surprising. But anyway, like I said, this game has more issues than I've ever encountered in any other game in the history of playing, regardless of genre. Oh, that's gonna be nasty. I mean, 3 fucking people? That's incredible. Wow, a teammate actually throwing me a box of some sort? Who would have guessed? So, anyway, like I said, the combination, the netcode to me is just absolutely killer, but that taken in combination with the shrubbery and the glitching and the warping and the clipping, it's just, it's placed for such a frustrating play, frustrating game. Final score 30 and 3, not a bad KD. Absolutely no skill required to do what I just did. Pretty embarrassing. I can't believe the sniper rifles are that powerful. Oh wow. Anyway, whatever. I just, maybe it's time to move on to another genre of video games, because FPSs just don't seem to be cutting it these days. Cross my fingers, hope that maybe the next generation of consoles sort of solves everything. We'll just have to wait and see.